Welcome to Tech Brain, your advanced guide through the digital frontier. Created by IT Samurai Teacher, we transform complex technology into accessible knowledge. Today, we're diving into something fascinating: natural language processing, or NLP. Ever wonder how computers understand what you're saying? Let's break it down in the most fun way possible. So, let me tell you a story. A few years ago, I was trying to get my voice assistant, let's call it Roby Brain, to play a song. I said, "Hey Roby Brain, play Bohemian Rhapsody." It responded, playing Behold the Radish Symphony. What? That's when I realized computers don't naturally understand language like we do. They need a lot of help, and that help comes from NLP. NLP is how computers read, understand, and even generate human language. It's what powers chatbots, voice assistants, Google Translate, and even the autocorrect that sometimes turns your happy birthday text into happy bazaar. Seriously, who programmed that? Now, let's start with a simple question. How do we understand language? When I say apple, you don't just think of the letters a people, right? You picture a red, juicy fruit. Or maybe a MacBook, depending on how tech-obsessed you are. But for a computer, words are just strings of characters. It needs NLP to attach meaning. Think about when you ask Google something. You type, "Why is the sky blue?" and it magically gives you an answer. But before it does that, NLP helps it break down your question. Analyze keywords, figure out context, and match it with relevant information. It's like a detective piecing together clues. One of the biggest challenges in NLP is ambiguity. Ever tried texting someone? "I saw a man on a hill with a telescope." That sentence can mean multiple things. Did you have the telescope? Did the man have it? Or was the telescope sitting on the hill, just minding its own business? Humans understand context, but computers, not so much. That's where machine learning comes in. Early NLP systems relied on strict rules, like if the sentence contains X, then it must mean Y. But language is too unpredictable for that. That's why modern NLP uses deep learning, feeding massive amounts of text into AI models to help them recognize patterns. Think of it like teaching a kid to understand sarcasm. At first, they might take everything literally. But over time, they learn that when you say, "Oh great, another Monday," you don't actually mean it's great. Now, let's talk about a real NLP breakthrough: transformers. No, not the robots in disguise, but a powerful deep learning model used in tools like ChatGPT. Transformers can analyze entire sentences at once instead of just reading left to right like old-school models. That's why they generate more natural responses. It's like the difference between reading one word at a time and seeing the whole picture. Speaking of real-world applications, think about chatbots. Ever contacted customer support and chatted with an AI instead of a human? If you've ever tried to trick a chatbot by asking it, "What's the meaning of life?" and it answered with, "I'm here to assist you with your account." Well, that's because it's only trained on specific responses. But advanced NLP models are now so good they can hold full conversations, predict what you mean, and even detect emotions in text. Another cool application: sentiment analysis. Companies use NLP to scan thousands of social media posts to see if people are happy or mad about their product. That's how brands know if their new burger is a hit, or if customers are raging because they changed the fries. End translation. Remember when Google Translate used to give you hilariously wrong translations? That's because old models just replaced words without understanding meaning. But modern NLP models analyze full sentences and context, making translations much more accurate. Still, you might get the occasional funny result, like when "thank you very much" translates into something like "big gratitude explosion." Now, you might be wondering, how does a computer actually learn language? It starts with tokenization, breaking down sentences into individual words or even parts of words. Then it assigns each word a numerical value using embeddings, which basically means mapping words into a mathematical space where similar words are closer together. That's why NLP models understand that dog and puppy are related, but dog and rocket are not. One of the coolest techniques in NLP is named entity recognition, or NER. This lets AI detect names, dates, and specific terms in text. Ever wondered how your email automatically highlights flight details? That's NER in action. But NLP isn't perfect, still struggles with humor, sarcasm, and slang. For example, if you say, "That movie was so bad, it was actually good," an AI might short-circuit, trying to figure out if you liked it or not. Let's do a fun experiment. I'll say a sentence, and you think about how an AI would interpret it. Ready? "I just love when my Wi-Fi dies right in the middle of a download." A human knows that's sarcasm, but an AI, you might just log it as user enjoys broken Wi-Fi. Oops. As NLP evolves, we're seeing insane advancements. Models like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude can now write poems, code, summarize long documents, and even generate scripts like this one. And voice-based AI, like Siri or Alexa, is getting better at recognizing accents and understanding different speech patterns. But with great power comes great responsibility. NLP raises ethical questions too. Who controls the data? How do we prevent bias in AI models? If an AI chatbot gives bad advice, who's responsible? These are important challenges we need to solve as NLP continues to evolve. So, what's next? The future of NLP is multimodal AI systems that don't just understand text, but also images, voice, and video. Imagine an AI that can watch a movie, understand the dialogue, and generate subtitles in real time. We're heading toward AI that can truly understand human communication on all levels. All right, let's wrap this up. NLP is what makes our interactions with technology more human-like. It's why we can ask our phones silly questions and get halfway decent answers. It's why Google Translate doesn't just spit out word-for-word translations anymore. And it's why chatbots are getting better at pretending to be human. The next time you use voice search, text autocomplete, or ask Siri something ridiculous, just remember there's an entire world of AI working behind the scenes trying to make sense of our messy, beautiful, and sometimes sarcastic way of speaking. That's all for today. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. This is Tech AI Brain, and I'll see you in the next one, where we make AI simple, fun, and just a little bit smarter every time.